Shalom. This is the book of Genesis 25 and 27, and it reads, As the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents. Before I move any further, I'd like to give all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, double honors to teachers, elders, and apostles of Great Millstone, and also to you, brothers, so they're putting out this truth, faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep, and you, brothers and sisters, tuning in, Shalom. And as we know, Esau, aka the so-called white man, grew up to be a very cunning hunter, because of Esau's blessing is what? The sword. And Esau has used that sword, okay, the way a true swordsman would use it, what? To shed lots of blood. Okay, starting from the caveman era, Esau was out there hunting, going into the modern day safaris where Esau would go and hunt animals, such as elephants, lions, rhinoceros, and also going into the guerrilla warfare where Esau would go and do what? He would hunt, okay, his adversaries from these other nations, or people that he would accuse of being what? A threat to his nation, Great Babylon, America. Okay, so he would go and hunt them. And this includes women and children, okay? And also you can look into the urban hunting of Jakes, okay, which Esau, with his trumped up charges and all his made up lies, will go into these buildings and these communities and hunt Jake down, oftentimes leading to what? The fatality of Jake. Okay, Jake doesn't come out alive each time, but this is the cruelty of this man, Esau, the so-called white man. Let's go into the book of Hebrews 12 and 16. It says, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, aka the so-called white man, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. So this gives you a good idea of what the countenance of Esau is, his mentality. He simply does not care. Okay, Esau does not care. Now we're gonna go and look into these pictures here, what you see here with these animals. Okay, because this is what this really is all about. Okay, so you see these animals, okay, they don't speak like we do. They don't go on the highway and the byway like we do and accuse Esau of the many things that Esau has done across this earth, which is, rape, pillage, rob, murder, okay, pollute the entire earth, okay. But Esau is known for doing what? He's known for trophy hunting, okay. And as I brought out earlier, Esau, okay, has grown from being the caveman that he was into this sophisticated hunter, okay, using, drones and laser weapons. But his true weapon that he liked to use is what? The sword, which is the modern day gun, okay? And these animals, okay, unable to really defend themselves, all they have is teeth and claws, which they use to do what? Hunt for themselves, to eat, feed their version of kids, okay? But Esau, as we say, go out there and hunt them for sports, okay? They call it sports. This is what these Edomites call it, okay? Take a look at this, okay? And he doesn't hunt these animals to eat them. He hunts them because why? They're defenseless, okay? Which is what Esau likes to do. His eyes are what? Privily set against the poor, which is what Yasharala, us so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latino, which he also sets his eyes on these animals. These animals don't have really any rights. They don't have the ability to really, merge with a military force or an army force to come up against Esau, okay? So they try to run. But this is what this man does for fun right here. Take a look at it. He's killing bears, okay? He goes out and he's targeting lions, okay? And it is not only the Edomite man, okay, the cave man, is also the cave woman and also the cave children, okay? They also indulge in this. See, this is what happens when you have so much money. You can actually charter a flight, go to Africa, okay, and get these Hamites over there to take you out there to go kill these animals that are just roaming around in their habitat, okay, doing what they do, which is what? Eat, play, screw, okay, and hunt, okay, for whatever they can forage in those wilderness or in those arid region of Africa or any other part of the world. And this is what this white man does. Take a look at it, okay? Wicked, so wicked. You get the whales that are beaching themselves because Esau is using sonic weapons, okay, underwater to kill these animals because this man is wicked. Let's go into the book of Ezekiel 35 and 6, and it says, therefore as I live, said the Lord, power, I will prepare unto thee blood, and blood shall pursue thee, said thou had not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. See, we have demonstrated here, we're not only on the highway and the byway, testifying against this man, his wickedness against and his cruelty against Yasharala, us so-called blacks, Native Americans, Latino, against the other nations of the world, when he dropped those nuclear bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki and killed all those women and kids who were non-combatants, not to mention all the other horrific wars that he's contemplated, calling these nations terrorist nation and go and murder women and kids, okay, and innocent people that had nothing to do with anything that these doggone politicians, these Amalekites, these doggone greedy sophisticated murderous pieces of crap, okay, that are sitting down with suits and necktie, okay, ordering the massacre of people on this earth. No, you get the animals, okay, who cannot speak. They don't speak words, okay. They hate Esau. They really hate him. I hate Esau. We all hate Esau. These nations, they hating Esau. And this is the reason why the Lord right now is stirring up these nations to bring World War III together. Why? To pay Esau, to recompense this doggone wicked devil, because this man deserves nothing more than doggone to see his blood dripping from his head and to doggone have that blood dripping in his eyes. And when his tongue sticks out to take his last breath, the last thing he will taste is his own stinking, foul, stinking, smelling blood. Okay, this is the book of Isaiah 13 to 16. It says their children, whose children? These Edomites, these so-called white people children, these Amalekites, these Jewish conglomerates children, also should be dashed to pieces before their eyes, and their house should be spoiled and their wives ravished. This is what they've done across this earth. Okay, we have many pictures where this man has done what? Buck breaking, okay, on the men of Yasharala, so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latino. And you can think of all the horrible things that they plan on doing with people in these FEMA camps. You can think of all the horrible things they're doing right now, okay, with the Northern Kingdom, as they open the border up, pretending as if they're helping them, but really bringing them, kidnapping them, harvesting their organs, okay, raping the women, taking on their ovaries. Okay, right now, why you think the transgender communities now, you have so-called pregnant men, okay, you have all of these advancement right now where they're going to be transferring these womb, okay, into these men, okay, so that they could so-called give birth or whatever the case that. Well, where are they getting these wombs from? They're getting them from what? The harvest, okay, pods of the children of Israel, Yasharala. Okay, they've been using animals to try to figure out how they can get the woman of a pig into a man so that he could have a baby. Okay, that's the sickness of this man. Okay, but to see the Lord is going to be bringing what? These ravishing, okay, men that is going to come and ravish their wives and dash their children head to the stone, because this is how cruel this man is. This is the death that this man deserves. This is the payback and the recompense, because he not only does it to the children of Israel, but he does it to the animals also. To these animals don't have anybody to speak up for them. This is the book of Proverbs 29 and 2, and it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear it rule, the people mourn, and the animals, they mourn also too, because why? Who do they turn to? Okay, but see, this is all going to change. Okay, everybody's mourning on earth. We go on the highway and the byway. Okay, we're all going out to camp this weekend to go do what? We're going to mourn again. We're going to complain to the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai to end the wickedness of this man. Okay, but we can see the Lord is building things up with World War III that's going to come and do what? It's going to shed this man's blood, because why? This man loves blood. Okay, but guess who's also going to actually enjoy the recompense that's going to be coming too? These animals. Let's go and finish it off in the book of Revelation chapter 19. And started with verse 17. It says, and I saw an angel standing in the sun, and he cried with a loud voice, saying, to all the fowls that fly in the midst of heaven, come and gather yourselves together unto the supper of the great power, that ye may eat the flesh of kings, and of flesh of captains, and the flesh of mighty men, and the flesh of horses, and of them that sit on them, and the flesh of all men, both free and bond, both small and great. So this is the great judgment that the Lord is going to bring on the wicked on this earth. Okay, and we know that the real wicked on this earth is the Edomites, the so-called white people. Okay, the so-called white man, these Jewish Amalekites. Okay, these Amalekites. Okay, these Jewish conglomerate, those who terrorize the world, including the animals on this earth. Okay, the Lord is going to have that great feast. So these animals are going to get that recompense, okay? Now we can go into the four sword judgments, which the beasts of the fields are going to come and drag these doggone my kids out in the field, these coyotes, these wolves, snakes coming inside the house and biting them and all the other different things. So there is going to be a great revenge. But this final one here in Revelation 19, verse 17, where the Lord has demanded that the animals come and do what? Feed on the flesh of the slain of his enemies, which is these kings, okay, these wicked kings on this earth, in particular the so-called white man, okay, and that is the great recompense that's going to come. So I just wanted to bring this out here because, see, Jake, the two-thirds Jake, will come up with any reason to try to do what? Save the so-called white man and show mercy on him, but we're showing it right here. This is the work. This is the work of the man that you go and cry to. This is the work of the man that you run to instead of the Lord. This is the man that you think is going to save you in these latter days, when in fact he is going to destroy you. Because why? He likes your blood. Okay? But the Lord is going to get his also. So I'd like to close up and give all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, double honor to teachers, elders, and the boss of great most, and also to you brothers out there putting up this true faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep, and to you brothers and sisters tuning in, Shalom. You're going to get it, Esau. You're going to get it.